Stick around for more Tom and Jerry. You know, at one time, Tom and Jerry were great friends, but then Tom discovered a deep and unnerving secret. Jerry was a mouse, and it never was the same again. A mouse hole is made for a mouse, Tom. You have to use the cat hole. Run, Jerry, run! Where's Spike when you need him? We'll be back.
Now back to more Tom and Jerry, here on Cartoon Network. We'll be back. Tom needs to, ouch, get himself together.
Now back to the rat race with Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Tom, Jerry, how about a break? I didn't anticipate all this running around. You guys are wearing me out. More Tom and Jerry are on the way. The chase is on. Tom and Jerry are back. You'd think that Tom would learn that running full speed through a fence would do permanent damage. Yow! Now that's a dicey situation. Tom and Jerry will be right back.
Tom and Jerry are back with a vengeance. Life is a game of cat and mouse. It is for Tom and Jerry anyway. We'll be back. Square can't fit in a circle, Tom. Ouch! Back to the show.
No animals were harmed in the making of this program, except Tom. Okay, so one animal was harmed. He'll be fine. Tom and Jerry will be right back on Cartoon Network.
Tom and Jerry need to get out of the house more. It seems they're really getting tired of each other.
Go, mouse, go. Move, mouse, move. Take him by the tail and groove, mouse, groove. Yeah, I always root for the underdog. Tom and Jerry will be back.
Why don't you ask nicely, Tom, please? Can I eat you, Jerry? You see, it's not that hard.
Dogs hate cats, cats hate mice. That's a vicious cycle. Can't we all just get along? Stay tuned for more Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Enemies united in their love for fine dairy products. Tom and Jerry are back.
No, Jerry, I don't think you're being paranoid. Tom really is out to get you. Tom and Jerry will return. Nap's over. Tom and Jerry are back on Cartoon Network.
Tom and Jerry will return after a short break. And stay out of the catnip, Tom. You gotta stay informed, pal. Back to the pair that no health insurance company will touch, Tom and Jerry. Sure, Jerry gets tired of running for his life from Tom every day, but on the plus side, it's nice to be needed. Tom and Jerry will be back. Quit hiding in that mouse hole, Jerry. The viewers want to see some chasing.
We'll return as soon as Tom regains consciousness. Is there a doctor in the audience?
While you were gone, Tom caught Jerry and ate him. Just kidding.
Tom and Jerry, the rivalry. Oh, man, did you see that? Oh, you just know he's going to feel that in the morning. Ouch. And now back to the tale of spiritual awakening. That is Tom and Jerry.
If you can build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. Tom will anyway. Tom and Jerry will return. Careful with that mallet you're swinging, Tom. Do I look like Jerry Mouse to you? Geez.
We'll be right back with Tom and Jerry. And now back to Tom and Jerry. Unite! Take back what's yours! The filth, the cheese! Viva Vermin! Maybe you never will catch Jerry, Tom, but on the bright side, millions of people are entertained by your failures. Hey, just trying to cheer you up.
Lift up your feet or stand on the chair. Tom and Jerry are back. Today's Tom and Jerry episode is sponsored by Blatchley's Better Mousetrap. When cats can't catch, bet on Blatchley.
We're back. Let the chase begin.
Tom, listen. You spend all your time chasing Jerry. Have you ever even had mouse? It tastes like chicken. We now return to Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Stick around. Tom had to run out for some ointment. Funny word, ointment. Ointment. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Tom and Jerry will be right back. Tom and Jerry are back. Tom's the cat. But you knew that, didn't you?
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
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 Daffy and 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 Bugs. Stay tuned for more Bugs and Daffy. No, that's Daffy and Bugs. Not this again. I'll tell you what's up, Doc. We're back. We'll be right back with more Bugs and Laffy. No! That's Daffy! Daffy! You did that on purpose! Now back to me, glorious me, Daffy Duck, on Cartoon Network. We temporarily suspend this program in order that our sponsors may proffer their wares to the discriminating consumer. Oh, brother. You're back with Bugs and Daffy, unless you took a left turn at Albuquerque. Hey, Max, do you mind keeping an eye on these commercials for me? I'll be right back. Thanks.
Okay, you two, break's over. Let's go. Back to work.
Ain't I a stinker? You sure are. Take a bath already and we'll be back. Real cute, Daffy.
Now back to more Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
Daffy, love is always in the air. So whatever you do, stand upwind. Stay tuned. More Bugs and Daffy headed your way.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Both smell sweet, unlike Pepe Le Pew. Bugs and Daffy will be right back.
Bugs, get out of there! That's a boiling pot of soup, not a jacuzzi!
Bugs and Daffy will be back.
We're back! Elmer had to reload.
Elmer, you've been boiling that pot of vegetables all day. Let's just forget about the rabbit, throw in some tofu, and eat. I'm hungry!
Ooh, watch the fur and feathers fly! Bugs and Daffy are back.
Hey, Daffy, my down comforter was getting a little flat, and I was wondering if you could loan me some feathers. Hey, it's just till payday. Thanks.
We're back, and just in time for rabbit and duck season.
You know what makes the duck so crazy? Latte, mocha, java. He's a caffeinated canard, and he's coming right back.
Now back to the best show north, south, east, and west of the Pecos, Bugs and Daffy. The next chance you get, put a duck and a rabbit in a box and let them duke it out. It's loads of fun, but you know, it's just not the same as our show here. Bugs and Daffy will be right back.
What if Bugs had never met Daffy? Elmer might have turned out all right after all. Nah.
Your favorite Playboy bunny will return. No, not that kind. Although Bugs does look pretty good in
Bugs and Daffy will be right back on Cartoon Network to answer the question, can a rabbit and duck get along in this crazy, mixed-up world of ours? I'm not holding my breath. You rabbit, you duck, you cumber, Bugs and Daffy are back.
Daffy, calm down. Breathe. That's right. Find your center. All right, Tiger? Okay. Let's go to a commercial. Keep it here. Bugs and Daffy will be right back.
I think something's bothering Daffy. Call it a hunch, but there's a lot of underlying hostility there. Not healthy. Bugs and Daffy will be...
We'll be right back with Bugs and Daffy. And now, back to Bugs and Daffy.
We'll return with more of the Bugs and Daffy Show right here on Cartoon Network.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, my. Look out!
Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny have been bitter rivals for years. It's nice to see them collaborating on something fun for once. Take a bow, Bugs.
We're back. I know Sylvester's just dizzy with excitement.
What's your target? If it's what I think it is, you're not very accurate for a gunslinger, Sammy.
Now back to the Dumb Cat Smart Bird Show.
A man and his six-shooters. A rabbit and his shuffling feet. All part of the high drama that is the Bugs and Daffy Show. We will return. Sylvester, have Granny open up a can of tuna for you instead. Okay? Barishnikov, eat your heart out. We'll be back with more Twinkle Toes and Daffy after this.
Houston, we have liftoff. Houston, we may also have a problem. Have you seen this man? Yosemite Sam is wanted in 13 states for robbing banks, rustling cattle, and shooting dancing bunnies. Stay tuned for more details.
I'm a real fan of Sylvester. You get it? Fan.
Sam, I know you appreciate a good dancer, but I think flowers might express your feelings better than bullets. Bugs and Daffy will return.
Now back to Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
There is really an easier, subtler way to ask someone if they would like to dance. Bugs and Daffy will return. Sylvester, you ingenious... Oh! Back to the show.
You're watching Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network. You're watching Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
Well, guess what, Doc? You're watching Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
You're watching Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
You're watching Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network.
Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network. Oh, and if you're going to the kitchen, could you bring back something for Scooby and Shaggy? Those two haven't eaten in a good 5 minutes.
Scooby Factoid 239. Fred and Daphne finally married after years of simply investigating the idea. They now live in Colorado, where they take vacations with their dogs, Shelma and Scoopy.
Shaggy, now that the V-neck T-shirt is back in style, you might think about maybe washing yours. Whew, what is that, patchouli oil? There's more Scooby-Doo to come.
Sure, Fred would like to take that ascot off once in a while, but the knot's too tight. He can't get the darn thing off. Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network.
For solving high-profile crimes in her teens, Velma graduated top of her class from the Franken Optometry School and now sells mail-order contact lenses. We'll return with more Daphne the Vampire Slayer. Hey, she was doing it first.
You're watching Scooby-Doo on Cartoon Network.
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 Don't worry, guys. It's just a funhouse mirror. You're not that funny looking.
Welcome back to Scooby-Doo. I think this is the one where there's a bad guy in a mask.
Scooby-Doo. It's all smoke, mirrors, and a projector. Shaggy says, like, wow, man, like, back to the, like, show.
Who says teenagers aren't helping the community? Now back to Scooby-Doo.
We're back. And, oh, Velma, I found your glasses.
Scooby-Doo is back on Cartoon Network. You can hear the teeth chattering already, can't you?
Scooby-Doo is back on Cartoon Network. You can hear the teeth chattering already, can't you?
It's that red glowing monster. No, wait, it's just an angry farmer in an electric suit. Back to Scooby. Now back to Scooby-Doo on the jinkiest place on Earth, Cartoon Network.
One question. When is it Daphne's turn to drive? Scooby-Doo is back on Cartoon Network.
Why can't you ever solve mysteries in the daytime, Scooby? The dark is so scary.
Like we're back.
We now return to Scooby-Doo. He'll be cowering in the corner if you need him.
Ingredients of one Scooby snack, whole flour, and a whole bunch of calories.
Like how about passing the Scooby snacks, Daphne? We're back. Now back to the show. Oh boy, Scooby snacks. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Run for your lives! It's a talking dog!
Wait, oh, the dog's our friend? Hey, Shaggy, dude, I think that Velma kind of likes you. Wise up, man, and stop hanging out with dogs. Girls kiss better. Scooby-Doo will be right back.
How long has Velma been wearing that neck brace? It's a turtleneck? Oh, don't I feel silly. Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network.
Scooby-Doo and the gang went chasing a werewolf. I'll be hiding in the mystery machine if you need me. No case is too large or too small for Scooby and the gang. The only rule is that it involve a grown man in a funny costume.
Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network. You know, it's a little-known fact, but Daffy's headband, while a fantastic fashion accessory, can also be used as a weapon if necessary.
Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network. You know, it's a little-known fact, but Daphne's headband, while a fantastic fashion accessory, can also be used as a weapon if necessary.
Meddling kids, you're always meddling in everyone's meddling business. Meddling around like you own the meddling place. Meddle around. There's more meddling on the way. When we last left the gang, they were hanging from a rope over ferocious crocodiles, and Shaggy has the giggles. Shaggy's about to learn an important lesson. Reptiles are not funny.
Footprints, a werewolf costume, and bags of money. This could be a clue.
When they call us meddling kids, that makes me so mad. I'm not a kid. I'm 22.
Now, I've heard that with their bad luck with flat tires, the gang has started buying spares in 10-packs, you know, like batteries. I'm only telling you what I heard. Scooby-Doo will be right back.
You know, just once I wish it was really a monster instead of just a man in a costume. That would be cool. Stay tuned for more Scooby-Doo after these commercials. Will you do it for a Scooby Snap? Okay, 2 Scooby Snaps.
Scooby-Doo will be right back on Cartoon Network. Oh, and look, if you're going to the kitchen, could you bring something back for Scooby and Shaggy? Those two haven't eaten in a good 5 minutes.
I know how to have a good time, but for once I'd like to have a yabba-dabba-do time. Is that too much to ask? Now, back to the Flintstones. Hooray for Stone Age TV. I love ribs too, Fred, but not so much that I'd let a big rib tip my car over. I mean, how much have you spent on bodywork so far? Fred, I'm glad you're back, but unlike Dino, I'm not so excited that I need to give you a big, wet, sloppy kiss.
Don't look now, but Pebbles has egg on her face.
No, literally, she has egg on her face. The Flintstones will be right back. Join the club! Get it? Join the club? Okay, back to the show. Stick around. There might be a guest star dropping by, or pop singer playing a tune. Barney might even do that thing with his ears. The Flintstones will return. If I were a rebel, I would think seriously about removing the club from Bam Bam's hand. Just a thought. The Flintstones will be back. Hey, Fred, I have an invention we can patent. We'll make $1 million. I call it shoes. We now return to a time when every day is a toga party. The Flintstones are back.
You've heard of the missing link? He's on all the milk cartons at Bedrock. True story. The Flintstones will be right back on Cartoon Network.
I'd run for my life, too, if my pet had teeth the size of Dino's. Youch!
Flintstones will be right back. Fred, one thought. Why do you keep taking Dino to the drive-in? I mean, you just know he's going to rip another hole in the roof of the car. That's got to get expensive. Hey, look. Fred's washing his car with the shower. Now back to the Flintstones. No one can really call Fred a man before his time because there weren't any. I mean, I think they were all apes, right? The Flintstones will be right back on Cartoon Network. Be glad you've got cable. The Flintstones neighborhood doesn't even have fire yet.
As sure as the world is flat, the Flintstones are back on Cartoon Network.
You're watching The Flintstones on Cartoon Network.
You're watching The Flintstones on Cartoon Network.
You're watching The Flintstones on Cartoon Network.